The Dark Knight battles his greatest threats yet, cold-hearted Mr. Freeze, venomous Poison Ivy, and the unstoppable brute known only as Bane. Batman finds himself at odds with his crime-fighting comrade Robin, no longer satisfied as his role as a sidekick. As Mr. Freeze threatens to unleash the new age upon the citizens of Gotham City, the dynamic duo, now joined by the newcomer Batgirl, must learn to work as a team before Gotham City is put on ice. What's going on, guys? Multiverse here with yet another action figure review video, and today we're going to be taking a look at the Batman and Robin Poison Ivy by McFarlane Toys. Starting off this video, guys, we're of course taking a look at the McFarlane packaging, and it is of course that traditional black, white, and blue with the open face window. And then of course for the Batman and Robin, we have the red over here on the side. We do see DC Multiverse and Poison Ivy's name front and center. Flipping over to the side, guys, we see Poison Ivy's name again from the movie Batman and Robin. Flipping over to the back, guys, is just the Build-A-Figure selection, which is of course the torso and then Arnold Schwarzenegger's Mr. Freeze's face. Flipping over to the side, guys, we do of course see DC Multiverse and Poison Ivy's name again. Nothing at all going on the top other than a movie logo, and then down here at the bottom is the barcode for you barcode guys. With all that said, guys, let's go ahead and rip Poison Ivy out of her packaging and see how she looks. So right here, guys, is Poison Ivy fresh out of the packaging, and for my first-hand impressions on this figure, I have to say she looks absolutely phenomenal. This is definitely the right direction that we need to be going in for the female figures from McFarlane Toys, because I mean, just look at them from the past. The female figures have been kind of lacking in detail or in their overall like joints and just how they stand, especially with this high heel boot look that McFarlane likes to give all of his female figures. However, they got it right this time. She can actually stand up, no issues whatsoever. Even if I wasn't using the McFarlane display stand, she can actually stand up on her own. So I do love to see that they are figuring out how to make the female supervillains or superheroes actually stand compared to the male counterparts. But this figure, guys, is absolutely amazing, and I don't think McFarlane has done a Poison Ivy before in the past, so being that their first one is from the iconic Batman and Robin Uma Thurman version, I absolutely love it, and I cannot wait to see the future of Poison Ivy figures by McFarlane Toys. With all that said, guys, let's go ahead and take Poison Ivy out of the spotlight and take a closer look at the accessories that she came with. In terms of accessories, guys, Poison Ivy unfortunately doesn't really come with much. She does, of course, come with the standard McFarlane DC base with DC logos stamped right there on the front. She does, of course, come with her own trading card, which is just the same image from the movie poster. And flipping over to the back, guys, as the read-up. If you want to pause the screen and read it right now. Always give you guys that little bit of a second. And she does, of course, come with the Mr. Freeze Build-A-Figure piece, and we will take a deeper dive into this when I take a look at him in his own video. With all that said, guys, let's go ahead and zoom in to the detail. When it comes to the detail, guys, starting off with the head sculpt, to me, this is Uma Thurman in figure form. The only thing I would say I'm not too crazy about on the head sculpt is really like the hair and how it drapes down. But going down here now, guys, looking at her torso is beautifully detailed. I love how each and every single leaf of her corset here is detailed and painted. That mix of the light green and dark green do look absolutely amazing. And then, of course, going down here now, guys, looking at her leggings. However, of course, they are leggings, so there's only so much that they could do. However, I do love that they added in the little vines off to the side. And then, of course, down here on the boots. The boots do have their own vine design as well. I do wish that they were painted a different version of green. That way they could at least, you know, pop out and you can actually like tell they're there from a distance. Unfortunately though, I mean, like they did up here, like it's a dark vine, and then down here maybe some light vines. However, I guess we'll just have to suck it up. And then of course, if you want to look underneath her palms here, guys, they did include, well, not in this hand here, but they did include the little leaf that she has where she like blows the pheromones into everybody's face into that movie. I still have never really understood that. I kind of just always thought that that came from like, you know, the flowers that she has surrounding the area. But like she's just kind of right in everybody's face. So I do want to go back up here, guys, and look at the face. The face, like I said, is beautifully done. The eyes look amazing, and just the overall paint of this figure looks fantastic. I absolutely love the detail throughout the hair as well. So this figure does look amazing. With all that said, guys, let's go ahead and move away from the detail and take a closer look at Poison Ivy's size, her articulation, and jump into some size comparison. When it comes to how tall Poison Ivy stands, guys, Poison Ivy does stand, looks like to be exactly 7¼ inches tall. So I am, of course, going to round down and just call it that 7 inches that McFarlane likes to do. Jumping into the articulation, guys, starting off with the head sculpt, Poison Ivy, thanks to her hair, doesn't really get so much. She can shake her head no, but she cannot look up, but she can look down a little bit. But due to this, she kind of just slowly starts to look back up. She doesn't even get any really head tilt at all, which is a bummer, being that this is a ball joint, and you can't even really rotate her head all the way around without fear of snapping it. So that's just me. So I'm not going to be doing the 360 on her head because I don't want to break it. However, going over here to her arm, guys, it does go all the way up, and she does come with useful butterfly joints. She does, of course, have bicep swivel and double hinged elbows. When it comes to her wrists, guys, they do hinge up and down, and her hands rotate all the way around. Going down here now, guys, looking at her ab crunch. Her ab crunch is there, so she can lean forward, and she is a limbo master at the DC party, so everybody's getting along there, having a great time. She does, of course, come with her waist swivel and ab swivel as well, so I guess that kind of makes up for the head tilt. She can kind of do like the Batman turn if you wanted her to. And then, of course, her legs go up about that far. They go back about that far, exposing the infamous McFarlane crotch gap. And then, of course, she did hit the super splits as well. She does, of course, come with double hinged knees. And as for her ankles go all the way down. They go all the way up. She has toe articulation. And, of course, that beautiful ankle pivot. Starting off with the size comparison, guys, here we have the Poison Ivy standing next to the Chris O'Donnell Robin. And as you can see here, Poison Ivy stands taller than him. However, I don't think that's right. I mean, the measurements of both of Uma Thurman is right here and Chris O'Donnell here. So maybe she does stand taller than him. However, in the film, I don't remember her being taller. Next up, guys, here we have Poison Ivy standing next to the '89 Michael Keaton Batman. And as you can see here, she still is standing taller than the Dark Knight. Jumping out of the DC universe and right into the Marvel universe, here we have Poison Ivy standing next to the Spider-Man PS4 Spider-Man. And as you can see here, Poison Ivy is still taller than him. And last but not least, guys, here we have Poison Ivy standing next to the Marvel Legends Captain America. And as you can see here, Marvel Legends simply does not work. Alrighty, guys, and there you have it. Another action figure review video in the books on my channel for you guys to enjoy. When it comes to my final review on Poison Ivy, I'm going to have to give her a solid 8.5 out of 10. Don't get me wrong, I absolutely love this figure, and it is a big jump forward when it comes to the female figures of the DC Multiverse line. However, for there not to be any accessories other than the Build-A-Figure piece, and then of course her overall head articulation, I just can't get over it too much. I do wish that when I picked up a figure that says 22 points of articulation, I'm actually able to move all 22 points, and I really would have loved to see her come with some sort of vines or, you know, plant-based, even like her pheromones that she blows out of her hand. I mean, her palm is flat and open, so they could have got something for it to wrap around her wrist like we've seen time and time again. Just a little bit of a reuse like they do every single wave, and we didn't get anything. Well, that's it, guys. If you did enjoy this video, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe if you are new. We try to put up at least 2 videos a week, but I understand I've been slipping, and I will see you in the next video.